Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hey, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Good morning, good afternoon. It's very morning time for me right now. I just barely got myself together here. So, but I did it. I was on the right track anyway. So, welcome, everyone. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And let's see what's going on in the group. Well, nothing. All right, you guys. So it could be if you're in the group, sometimes I don't see the comments for whatever reason. Hi, Shauna Lynn. See, yeah, that's what's happening. So Shauna Lynn is in Mystical Connections. Welcome, Shauna. I'm glad you're here. And thanks for tuning in today. And, today's we're getting closer to the holidays. Mars is definitely retrograde, you guys. So if you're noticing an energy level drop or feeling kind of scattered or anything like that, just know, yeah, that's definitely the astrology, not exactly easy. Hi, Melissa. Although this week I think was mostly trines and stuff, so it should be a pretty easy week. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Samantha, welcome. And I'm still trying to get into that mediums group to see who's commenting. Because hi, Tracy, how you doing? Great to see you. I'm glad you're here. So it annoys me that the Facebook software doesn't properly channel the comments. So they force you to do all this rigmarole, all this jumping through hoops to broadcast in a group. And then then you can't always have access to the comments. They don't come through the way they're supposed to, the way they say they will. So welcome. And there we go. Hi, Tracy Hollister. Why do people like to call me that? It's okay. I don't really care, but people do that. Okay. So today we'll be doing readings. If you haven't checked it out yet, hey Tanith, good morning. If you haven't checked it out yet, there is a gift reading you can get for your loved ones, for your brother or your friend or whatever's going on. You can gift someone a mediumship reading or a psychic reading, or let's say you want to gift yourself a psychic reading. It's a great way to save a bunch of money, because I don't know if you know this, but it's a good idea to get a tarot reading or an astrology reading or something like that at the beginning of the year. You could get a psychic medium reading, and that would be where you connect and ask the spirits. The difference between a medium reading and a psychic mediumship reading is that in mediumship, they're just connecting to the other side, bringing evidence. You might get a message or two. But with psychic medium is more like you ask your great grandfather how you should handle the problem with your family, or some sort of like what job you should take or something like that. Okay. Hi, Melissa. Well, this week might get a little bit easier. It has been tough. You're right. That's Mars retrograde. But now this week might get a little bit smoother. It might try to smooth out for you. Tana, you're welcome, Tana. Just let you know that's what happened. Hi, Nvidia. Nvidia. I always want to say Nvidia, which is a tech company. So sorry about that. Hi, Justin May. Welcome. Hi, Tracy. Tracy said it was a typo. Anyway, I'm glad you're all here, and we're going to be doing some spirit-led readings. So what does that mean? That means very simply that Nicole will start to channel a spirit from the other side, and your job is to listen and let us know if that matches, and then we'll hone in a little closer, and hopefully we can hopefully we can get the messages through. It's best if you say not just yes or no. You could say, yes, they had brown hair or whatever. Like confirm exactly what you're saying yes to, because the feedback is kind of slow and it would make it a little bit faster and easier if you were more detailed. Okay. All right, my friends. All right, Nicole. So do you have anything you want to say?
Well, welcome, guys. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Yeah, so like this week has definitely been crazy. You know what I've noticed this week? Truths are coming to the light. Like,
Oh, yeah.
holy
That's Neptune retrograde.
crap.
That's Neptune direct.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even yesterday was just a crazy day. Like, working at the restaurant. Like, I was supposed to do a party with somebody, and the person I was going to do the party with, they called out. Then we get another person, and they're like, then they call out. And then the third person who's coming in to do this party with me, because it's like, 50 people is a lot for one person.
Yeah.
you know? So the other person, she gets an emergency, and then she has to leave. And I'm just like, all right, well, I guess we're just winging it. We're getting.
Oh, my.
It's just
My.
crazy stuff all week.
Yeah, and truth's coming up. That's the Neptune direct. I talked about that in the forecast. I said essentially it's like waking up from a long nap. Oh, did something happen? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's happening everywhere.
It
Agreed.
is.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But on the subject of truths coming out, I do have a young man here. I'm going to say younger gentleman because he is definitely of an adult. He has blue eyes. I can see facial hair. I'm still trying to figure out if his hair is like strawberry blonde, or if it's red, like a light red.
But definitely a ginger of some sort.
Yeah, definitely on the lighter color. Because he was just like, Mom, with a question mark. And he's just like, I'm okay. And he keeps saying, I know you're worried about me, but I'm okay now. And then the worry that he's like making me feel for this parent is like they're questioning the circumstances around his death. Like they don't necessarily, they feel like something's off, something's not right. Because he's also says it's not what you think it is.
Interesting.
Um,
Welcome, Luzanne. Welcome from South Africa. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, girl. Here's like for his personality, he seemed to enjoy country music, more like our like modern country music. Like I hear Jelly Roll, and then I see like we're fishing. He enjoyed a beer. He liked to hang out with the guys. It looks like he's wearing like a ball cap. I can't tell if it seems like when he was fishing, he liked to wear it forward, but if he was out with the boys, he had it on backwards. And he's wearing like camo print cargo shorts. And he's got on a t-shirt.
Okay. Again, if this matches with anyone, let us know. Hey, Stephanie. And the thing is that like you definitely want to say out loud that you want your loved one to come through. So it's okay to comment that. It's fine because spirits are not allowed to like penetrate your mind. So if you don't say things out loud, they don't always know that you're thinking it or feeling it. Mediums give permission for the spirit to come through by doing readings. Okay. So just letting you know.
I also hear like gone too soon, and then he shows me like we're out in a field and we're doing some kind of release. Like I can't tell if it's doves being released or if it's balloons, but we're there and I see where like something is going up.
Hey, Justin May and messages from Spirit. Welcome. Hi, Courtney Shelton. Alina. Acknowledge you all. Welcome.
Sorry, I have
Wait a minute. Melissa asked, does he have hair on his head or just facial hair?
So he's wearing a hat, so I can't really tell. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of hair, if there is hair.
There's no hair sticking out from under the hat.
Yeah.
Did he wear hats, Melissa? Love and light to you, Angela.
The song that I'm hearing is "Somebody Save Me" by Jelly Roll. I don't know if that's the exact title. I don't know, but I just hear that song.
Melissa said, yeah, he did wear hats. I think she means yes, he did wear hats. Try to like say what you're saying yes to. What else matches, Melissa?
And the line that he's like repeating from the song is "Somebody save me, me from myself."
Sounds like it could be Charlie, she said.
I think you could be correct there. That just might be Charlie because I just heard like really like excited, like you can hear me.
Oh, she said that Someday Save Me came out right before he passed. Somebody Save Me came out right before he passed. So that sounds like evidence, Melissa. It sounds like the spirit that Nicole's bringing through is Charlie.
Oof.
Sounds like he was 34 and it was an overdose.
Okay. And would you say like you've been harboring a lot of anger? Because he makes me feel like you or someone has been very angry about his passing. Because when I bring that up, he says not their fault.
Are you blaming yourself, Melissa? Yeah, and she said, I feel he is angry with me. I don't think so, Melissa. That's impossible.
No, he's not. Not at all. Like they when spirits when we cross over and we become our spirit form, we lose the human identity, like human emotions, like the thought process. So like just for me personally, like I don't know, maybe it resonates with people, maybe it doesn't. But for me, I look at the human experience as I'm here to learn. It's a school. It's like that's just I'm here to learn. So when I go through hard times and things, I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to learn out of this? What is this teaching me? So it helps me because it just gives me a different perspective of, okay, so like if I did this and this and this in my lifetime, like I understand that when I'm crossing over, these feelings that I have now, they're not going to be the same. The human emotion thing isn't going to really be the same.
It's a human experience.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's,
A lot of people believe, Melissa, when you get into spirituality, what you realize is that we are conscious beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and anger is human. Okay? So that's why I say it's impossible. It sounds like she also blames her family and her mom. So she said that he was the Joker to my Harley Quinn. I guess that's a movie reference. And I
yeah.
was Lucy to his Charlie Brown. Lucy. I don't think Charlie Brown liked Lucy very much. Did he?
I don't know.
I don't think Charlie Brown liked her very much. Okay, so okay, Melissa.
So when he says not their fault, I think he's referring to you being upset with his mom and the family because he's like, it's not their fault.
Oh,
He's saying right now, nobody made me take the drugs.
right.
He said, I wanted to, I chose to, I did. And unfortunately, the result isn't what anybody wanted. He
It's a
said, not even.
personal choice. Right. Yeah. All right. And she said, oh, she said they ended up together and then leave it to me, Melissa, to get a movie reference or show or anything like that. Just, I'm a really bad TV watcher. Really bad.
I felt that. I can't.
Mhm.
I've tried to watch the first Harry Potter movie probably 20 different times, and I fall asleep at the same exact point every single time.
Happens to me.
We get in the bathroom for Myrtle, and I'm like, I'm out.
I think
I'm
our
out.
nervous system shuts down because I think it's too much.
I'm just like, oh, good night.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Hollywood's too much for me. And I know that, and that's why I'm so mad at him. So she's saying she's mad at him. I can understand that, Melissa. Yeah.
So,
She said I was telling him this morning that I need help with my son.
did he, was he struggling with addiction? Like,
Obviously.
because I know sometimes people will overdose because they were at a party and they were recreationally versus somebody who is using an active addiction. Because
She said we both did, so they both struggle with addiction.
he's saying you tried your best to be there for me, but at the end it was me. It was my decision and to continue on doing to continue using. He also is saying too that he hopes like one day you can find forgiveness in your heart for him, and he doesn't want to see you spiral or use because of the pain he's caused you by leaving.
She said I got clean. He was using, then he went to jail and got clean. Came to my house, had a huge fight with my family, mainly my mother, and we didn't talk again. He died.
Mm. And he's also saying, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I could have been a better man for you. And he says he realizes now the things that he was doing and the hurt that he caused. He says, I need you to know I'm not angry with you. I'm not upset with you. He said, it's all love over here.
Oh, okay. She said, I just celebrated 7 years sober last September.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Melissa.
That is wonderful.
I hope he's found peace and is with his brother. Is he sending me songs or signs? She's wondering what kind of signs he's sending.
So he does say, yes, he sends you songs. And there's something with hearts. I don't. He makes me feel like he uses like nature to make hearts. Like maybe he's found like a heart-shaped leaf or like a rock, and then it shows me like in the clouds.
Cool. She said, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. We both caused each other hurt. It was the addiction. Of course it was, Melissa. And I know I love him too and have some of his ashes.
Do you happen to wear ashes in a necklace?
She said our first date was Valentine.
Oh,
We made each other gifts. Cute.
that's so sweet. He's bringing my attention to a necklace. Would his ashes be in that necklace?
Yeah, a heart with his picture on it, she said.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Beautiful.
He says, I love you and I'm here. And in regards to his son, he's saying you already know what you need to do.
She said, my 14-year-old son has had it since he was hit by a car on 521.
He's also saying like your son can feel him.
She's saying the necklace. He's wearing the necklace.
Oh.
Hey, Caroline.
He says he knows I'm here. He knows when I'm around in the house. Like the way he's showing me is like it's nighttime and your son's in bed and I just kind of like we're just watching over him.
Your son may not say anything because he probably doesn't believe in it himself. So. She said, that's a super hard decision for a parent to make. My son is traveling towards juvenile detention right now.
He said, I know it's hard, but you know you have to do what's best for him, even if it's tough love.
Sometimes tough love's the best thing you could do for your child, Melissa. My brother was put in detention center by my mother, and he's grateful for it. So I don't think it's always a bad idea. Melissa said, I get goosebumps when I feel his energy here. Hey, Crystal. Hi, Stacy.
He's also like, I don't know if you have your son in therapy, but he's also saying like therapy wouldn't hurt either, because the way he's making me feel, like, besides the fact that he's a 14-year-old boy, like my son's 15, I get it, like that's an emotional, testosterone filled like he's saying he doesn't necessarily know what to do with his emotions and his feelings, and that your son harbors a lot of anger and he doesn't understand a lot of things. Like he doesn't really know where to place the anger or how to turn his anger into a different kind of energy. So he is suggesting like, hey, tough love isn't a bad avenue to go down. He's like, you know what you need to do, but also he's like, I would throw in a little bit of therapy. Therapy is not a bad thing. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
It is a great thing. It gives you all the tools you could possibly need to learn how to regulate your emotions and navigate through life situations that we don't necessarily have. And it helps too because it's somebody that you don't know. It's an outsider. So it helps.
She said, can you tell me if he hurt or has hurt his little brother? I don't know if you could do that here. Yeah. She said that he is in therapy, and she added that he had a level 5 TBI or 5 TBIs. I'm not sure what she's saying, from the accident and better health before.
Yeah. Oh,
he is in therapy. Yeah, TBIs can cause behavior issues.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be a good idea, Melissa. Maybe they can help him better. Maybe you can instead maybe find him like a mental health place or something.
Because I'm also hearing like youth group, not necessarily like send him to the youth group, but a like a day program.
Mm-hmm.
And in regards to your question, I hear yes, but can't talk. He's just kind of like, it's private. It's not meant for everyone to hear about.
Right. No, so that's exactly what I got when I read the question. I was like, I don't know if that's appropriate for a live broadcast. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Melissa. Just so you know, some things are meant for privates. Do you really want everybody to know?
He's over here and he's shaking his head. He's like, I'm not saying anything. He's like,
right.
So,
She's saying, I know that means 100%. I'm not sure what she means by that.
Okay. He's also saying, like, I don't know if the younger son is in therapy. That he's also suggesting to if he's not in therapy, to get him in therapy to talk about it. Because he also shows me like a group setting of like the three of you for like a family setting to try to work through things. Because he's like, you The way he's showing me is like you pull the therapist to the side and you kind of look in from your point of view of what's going on. Because he's like, the therapist will help you navigate too.
Okay. Well, she said, no, I don't. And I plan to get a private reading done as soon as my money is there. We scheduled my younger one this morning for therapy. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. I get it. Well, I think you're making the right choices, Melissa.
He's just also saying he's supporting you through all of this. And he's like, all you ever have to do is just talk to me out loud. I'll hear you. He's like, I'll do the best to give you my signs and guide it. He was like, but you're going to feel it. And he's also like pointing out to you. He's like, if you feel it in your gut, it's me. He was like, no, it's me. He was like, if you feel it in your chest, that's your anxiety and your fear. But if it's the gut, it's coming from me.
Yeah, and Marijana, let's just say these are spirit-led readings. So that means that Nicole will start to describe a spirit, and your job is to listen and comment if the spirit matches you. Okay, if this matches the person that, or any person that you know that's on the other side. It doesn't have to be the person that you're hoping to communicate with, because I'm just going to say, like, sometimes grandma come through and then everybody else comes through behind her or something like that. Okay. You're welcome, Melissa.
Welcome.
Hey, Kathy. Welcome, Jennifer and Joanne.
Okay. I'm going to just take a minute. I have a couple that are like kind of fighting. I have like a group of 3 guys that are like protective over someone in this group. And then I have like a little kid who's just like, mama, mama, mama. So I'm going to try to have them. Okay. So the 3 men, they're kind of like standing together and they have their arms crossed in a very protective manner. And they are very sternly saying, let that man go. Like, they're doing this. Not worth your time. And they're like, that's all we got to say. They said they know exactly, whoever this message is for, they know exactly who it is. Like, we don't need to tell you anything else. Let him go. Not worth your time. He's already showed you who he is. And they're like, we know you're still talking to him. And you can just go ahead and let him know that we're disappointed and disgusted. So.
Marijana, do you have 3 men on the other side that might be protective of you? Hi, Carla. Welcome. Renee, we're doing spirit-led readings, so that means that you listen to the spirits that Nicole is channeling, and then you pipe up or say something, comment exactly what matches and what makes sense for you. So Marijana said it could be yes.
Okay. Because they're like short and sweet. They're like, this is the message. Here it is. They're like shameful. He should be ashamed. So
They want you to get rid of that guy.
they said out the door.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
And they are also saying that if you continue, if there's like some idea that you're going to get back with them, they're going to do everything that they can from the other side to block that from happening.
Interesting.
They're like, nope, anytime something's going to come up and it's going to, they're doing this. It's going to blow up. We're going to smush them like a bug. It's not happening.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Spirits do interfere sometimes.
Hey. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this sweet little one through. Now that these gentlemen are like, we've said our piece. um,
Okay, I'm just not sure what Justin May is saying. Tell them that I'm trying. Well, if they want me to tell him that I need to know who it is, I have an idea. Okay, Justin May also felt like that message was for her.
you know what? It could be for multiple. Just as fast as they came in with their message, they left just as quick. They're like out.
I think he wants to. I think she means get back together. But they don't. So
Well, that's good. I will just say, like, for a broad general statement, um, if they've already shown you who they are, they've already shown you that they treated you like shit, believe 1000% what they showed you. It does not matter what a single person says. If their actions don't back up their words, they're full of shit and they're lying. Save yourself the trouble. You already know. You don't ever give somebody another chance to screw you over or hurt you.
she says that it was a bad marriage.
Yep. Chalk it up, sister. Get them out.
I don't know what their gender is. I wasn't trying not to gender them. Hi, Holly. Holly's like, yeah, go, Nicole.
Yeah.
Cheering you on.
So I do have a little one. This one's a little bit confusing for me. So I hear mama mama and then I'm like, it almost feels like mom has also passed over, and like the way that I feel, it's like it's either a memory that I'm seeing, or but the energy feels very much so like they've been reunited.
Dogs always startle me. It was so loud it set off my Alexa. Oh no. Okay.
They're trying to eat the delivery guy. Okay, no, all gone, all done. Shh. We're gonna calm. Nope. Be calm. Be calm. We're done. All done. Nope. Look, everybody's safe. We don't have to eat anybody, okay? You already had breakfast. Okay. Because I'm so happy you're here. Charlie Rose. That is enough. So I feel like this is like the baby passed away first and then the mother followed. Because she's just like, I'm so happy we're here. I've been waiting for you. And like I see them embracing.
Marjana, I'm not really sure what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Because they say, I need you to know that I'm okay and we're together. Like, I just see sunshine and I see grass and I see like mom holding baby's hand. Because mom says all I ever wanted was to be with my baby again.
Mm. Hey, Jenny Lynn, welcome. We're doing spirit-led readings. That means Nicole will be, channeling the spirit, and your job is to listen. Can babies see or hear spirits? Yes, Alina. Mm-hmm. Everyone can when we're young, and then somewhere along the line, somebody tells you that it's your imagination, and they start gaslighting you, and then eventually, by the time you get to be about 5, 6, 7 years old, sometimes older, sometimes younger, you dismiss it and ignore those messages.
She said I lost her when she was so young. That's what mom's saying.
Somebody know a mother and daughter, mother and child that died? Child and mother. Sounds like the child went first and then the mother.
Mm-hmm. I also hear brothers here too.
Maybe, is that child maybe miscarried or something? Like, is it the child's brother?
I do believe it's the child's brother.
Yeah. So maybe the woman had a miscarriage or something like that before.
Because I would say the baby girl that's saying mama, mama, I would say she was maybe 1 to 2 years old. 2 years old even feels a little bit old.
So like a SIDS type of experience.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it could have been something else. I'm just saying. It's a child that dies young. Sometimes it's SIDS.
And the brother doesn't feel like he's very old either. I would cap him out at his age being about 3 or 4.
Okay. Both children and the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it honestly, it feels like both children passed before mom. And then I'm being shown like a car accident and maybe not.
Car accident or something?
It's definitely accidental. Like, but the little boy died in some kind of accident. And it feels like the mom went through a very depressive state. Like she kept going and she lived out her time and then she passed away and she's reunited with her children now.
Jennifer said my grandmother lost two babies. Wow. Jennifer Brown in the mediums group. Welcome, Jen Hutzel. So glad you're here.
She says, I'm so happy to be with them. She said, it's all I've ever wanted. And she's just saying, I'm at peace now. She's like, I'm like, I wish I could just show you like the mental image that I see because like she's just in pure bliss to be with her babies. Like I feel very sad and depressed like on Earth's side and just the yearning to be with my children that I didn't get to experience a full life with. Because she's just like, I'm completely at peace now. Like, just the colors of pure bliss and the golden shower of light that is around this person is just stunning. It's so beautiful. Like, just pure love exuding out of this out of this soul. So just know that she's finally happy and at peace. Does she ever call you my Jen?
She hasn't answered or said anything in the group. She's in the mediums group.
Okay.
She's been here most of the time, so I don't know where she went, but I assume she's still listening.
She says, I loved you so very much. I don't know if you're still here, but maybe if you watch later, I'm just going to tell you what she's got to say. She said, I loved you so very much. And she said, you always found a way to make my days brighter.
It's always good to speak your intention while you're here out loud. I do that in the beginning of all my readings. I always ask you to speak your intention. Good job, April. Always a good idea to speak your intentions. So the universe and the spirits and your spirit guides and everyone else can hear you.
She also just wants everybody to know, she's like, I'm over here living my best life. So no one needs to worry about me. I'm not sad anymore. I'm not depressed. I'm happiest I've ever been. And she shows me like them all together, and she's just kind of like, we're your team now. We're guiding you. We're watching over you. We're always here. So I also have an older gentleman here. He's of a very petite stature. I wouldn't say he's more than 5'2", maybe 100 pounds.
So really short and really thin.
Yes, very small. And he has a bit of an accent. Like
Southern?
No, it's kind of like a Middle Eastern accent.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So he just says, my sweet girl, I'm so very proud of you.
Hey, Julia, I'm reading your message, and I just want to say that you'd be better off in a relaxed state. And so that's what your guides are telling you. They're saying to relax as you're driving up and down the mountain. I live up in the mountains, but I'm in Colorado, and there's no side rail, no guardrails and things like that. And sometimes there's snow, and it sounds like and they're also saying that you're doing good karma. So I feel like whatever you're doing, you're kind of doing it as like a little bit of a favor. So your guides are saying that you're on point. Don't worry about it. And just try to relax. Like when you're driving, I have to go through this all the time. So when you're driving, right? Maybe not close your eyes unless you're at a red light, but just so you can keep your brain focused. Okay? When you take a deep breath like that, it focuses your brain. Welcome back, Nicole.
Okay. Yes,
I just figured I was getting the answer to her question, so.
the security team was going off.
Yeah.
Dad walked in the house.
Right.
All right. Okay, so now
Wait a minute, the person that you're bringing through?
no, it was my husband. That just walked through.
No. The husband, the person, Marissa Badler is answering to your thing. She's saying it could be a family. It could be a family friend. He was a Holocaust survivor.
Okay.
The thin.
To be honest with you, I don't think so. He has a very distinct Middle Eastern accent.
Yeah, but he could still have an accent, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But to me, he looks like he could possibly be like.
If he's a Holocaust survivor, he could have run to the Middle East.
Yeah. But he looks like, to me, he looks like he's like maybe Indian or maybe Arabic.
Yeah, Marissa's saying that he was from Europe. She's saying specifically Poland. So.
Okay.
And then someone else asked, Sienna said, was he an older man?
Yes.
Okay.
He makes me feel like he passed away in a hospital.
Does that make sense for either of you, Sienna or Marissa?
He also makes me feel like this. To me, it feels like a father. That he's like that he passed away in the hospital, but during this holiday season, you are feeling very, very lonely.
She said our friend died in a nursing home, which could be mistaken for a hospital, I suppose. They are kind of like hospitals, just long term. Is this a different person, Marissa? Could he match the description of being short and thin, like 5 foot something, and very, very thin? And does that count? Yeah.
He has white hair. He has like a darker skin complexion.
And Marissa, was he also Middle Eastern? Was he sort of Indian? Sienna says the person matches everything, but that he's not Indian. So her dad was really short and thin, and he died in the ER.
Because he's very specific. If he's like, this is for my daughter.
Okay. Well, Marissa's saying, I think he was just Polish. Polish can sound like a weird accent for sure. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a Polish neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to have a cat? I see a gray cat. And he's making me feel like, he also makes me feel like this person lived in the city or currently lives in the city, lives alone.
The person that he's trying to get out to.
Yes, he's giving me very specific.
Does she live in the United States or maybe in another country?
It looks like New York to me.
Okay. I don't know. Some places in India look kind of...
Yeah, it's definitely like city. I see taxi cabs. I see brick buildings. Now he's showing me the Statue of Liberty, so it's got to be New York.
Okay. Stacy said my grandfather was a Cherokee Indian. I don't think it's that kind of Indian. I think it's like a person from India. Most of us wouldn't call indigenous American people. We call them indigenous or native because they don't like to be called Indian, and they dislike being called Native American because it became America after they were founded, after they were already here, and they are not American, and they'll tell you that.
They were here first.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kelsey. Yeah, so Sienna says, nope, it's not her. And Marissa says, nah, it doesn't quite match. It's close, but not quite.
Okay, yeah, he's giving me very specific. He's even saying the Quran or Quran. I don't know.
The Quran. You were right.
He's saying, like, the way he's showing me is like the book is open and then like it's just like flipped from a page that this person wasn't reading, and like there's a message in this section for them to read. And he's also bringing up a cat. This cat seems like it's a stray cat, but he's like, you're not going to be alone on the holidays. You don't have to worry. Like, I know you're lonely, but I'm here.
A lot of people like match with everything else except for the heritage and the complexion. Like the fact that he's Indian.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not even positive that he's Indian, but it's definitely Middle Eastern.
Yeah, it may not be from India, but he could be from like Saudi Arabia or something.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's in New York. Maybe he's a Syrian refugee.
Because he's just like, he's saying he placed this cat in your path for you to meet this cat. Because he's like, my gift to you, befriend the cat.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't even know, he may have even been feeding this cat. Because like he just puts his hand out and then I see the cat eating out of his hand.
All right. Well,
I love you. I'm going to be okay.
Hopefully the person listens later or pipes up at some point. But you're not meant to be alone, and listen to the cat. I've had cats choose me. Oh, wow. It's weird.
Oh, me too. I used to a stray blue Russian Persian. Beautiful little kitten. And my grandma, she was like, that's a feral cat. I said she was stray, but I mean, whatever. She picked me. She's my best friend. She lived a long life. She lived for like 15 years.
Probably your spirit animal. I believe that spirit sends animals here to be with us, just like what you just described. Especially to get us through certain things. And it doesn't just have to be cats, it could be dogs too. And I'm actually a uniter. So I help people unite with their animal. I have this tendency to choose the animal, and then it ends up being for someone close to me. I've been doing it since I was a child. My mom sent me into the shelter and I picked out my little sister's rescue dog.
I love that.
And then when we moved here in 2020, I was like, oh my gosh, all this stuff is happening. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, my spouse needs a dog. And I knew it was for her because I'm much older and more plugged in my intuition now. And I went and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's for you. And she's like, I don't know if I need a dog. And she's kind of resistant. But every time a dog would run by, she's like, oh. And I'm like, you need a dog. And so then, boom, I went to the shelter and the first dog I meet was her dog.
Yeah, that was me with my Henry. We even have the same birthday. Like,
Yeah. See?
she is
Sorry.
my. I went in there. I was gonna go rescue this little Shih Tzu, and pardon me, but like this dog was a nightmare. He was so awful. They had to keep him locked up in a room because he would attack
Oh,
every. And they
I
were
had a
like,
cat like that.
he's 5 pounds, but he is crazy. Like, we would love for you to get to meet him, but there's a strong chance he's going to attack you. And I was like, okay, so what else you got? Because
Fun.
I needed a dog to take care of. Like I said, I was going in for a small dog, and then I come out with my Henry, who's like 60 pounds and long hair, sheds like nobody's business. But her and I locked eyes. She put her head on
Yep.
my, and it was game over. I
It's
was like,
almost as if
oh,
like this universe sets you up and it makes you take all of your preconceived expectations and put them all to rest and sort of like the universe going, you had plans. Okay. Like they always say that, right? Like they
mhm,
always say, you can make plans all you want, but
yeah, they'll
the
set you
universe,
with your plans, but there's
yeah.
usually twists and turns. It's like surprise.
Well, see, Samantha, I'm not the only one. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just tend to pick out animals that are people in my family's spirit animals. In fact, I picked a dog that ended up being my son's spirit animal and then later on his daughter's. It was a very important dog for her first 5 years.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah, it's just kind of a thing. All right. Well, I think we're almost, oh, yeah, we're at an hour. Well, great job, Nicole. I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
And I just want to let everybody know that I have lives going all week long to get you through the holiday, and there won't be many lives on like the 23rd, the 25th, and the 26th because I know most of you have gotten to sort of rely on these lives to help get you through grief, and I'm happy to do them for you, especially if they help you. And I think Nicole and everybody else that does them, Sarah and Mama Cole and everybody, we also appreciate it. And also remember that you can always book a live recorded personal reading with Nicole. And let me just say, it's a little bit easier to do a private reading because we only have one person to focus on in the reading. When we have like multiple people like this, like hundreds of people like this, it can be a little like you're just not sure and it's hard to distinguish what spirits belong to who. And so I just want to say, just be aware of that and make sure you plug in to the lives here. And we want to help you. We want your spirits to come through, and I also try to include little tidbits of advice, and so do most of the mediums. We try to bring messages through. Remember that a message that seemed like it was just for somebody, if it's resonating with you, that doesn't mean it's not for you. That means it's for everyone. Okay, so if it's still resonating with you, take that message. It's for you. And spirit works in miraculous ways, in a way that can where a message can have meaning for many people. And so I just want to say that if you enjoyed a reading today with Nicole, please write your review in the group, or maybe you tell your friend about her. If you can't afford a reading, keep coming back to these. That's why we do this. And that's why we do this, so that people that can't afford them can get at least something. And the people that can afford a reading, I'm also going to say it's very affordable. You can get a very affordable reading. And there's get one of the Christmas gifts. If you get a Christmas gift, you can pick any medium at Psychic Insights, and bam, then you've got a reading for, you'll save like 20-30 bucks. All right. So just remember also that anybody that comments on here or replies to your comment and says they have some sort of amazing reading for you or something like that, please ignore that. Okay, they're dumbasses. They're it's a scam. Okay, so hi Angie. I hope you made it to Texas. Okay, we love you. And don't worry, there'll be another Zoom later on tonight. Catch us tonight. Okay. I think it's tonight. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's tonight. So I just want to say that don't engage with any scammers. We will never ask you to send money to anything. And the good news is that's why Psychic Insights is the way it is. You don't have to worry about approved readers or anything like that. The approved readers are at Psychic Insights, period. So anyone else is not legit. Please don't send money to them. Because that won't be, probably won't work out too well. And if someone's messaging you saying that they're talking to your grandfather or something like that, it's probably bull. And especially if they ask you to send money as a gift to PayPal. Okay. All right, my friends. What time in? I can't see what that flag is. Caroline, but if you go to the events of Psychic Insights page or whatever page you're on watching this, go to the events of it and you'll see the event. It's tonight. It's with Jamie Angel. Okay. So, and the event will convert to the time period for you anyway. It will automatically convert for you. So, okay. All right, everyone. And Samantha said, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Holly said, great readings, Nicole. I agree. We love you, Angie. You're going to be okay. We'll see you tonight. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. What? Wait a minute. Okay. I'm just wondering. Tanya was saying that she has the stray cat that keeps coming to her, but she doesn't know the person. So anyway, maybe you're just supposed to take the cat. All right. All right. Just checking the group. All right. And Shauna said, I highly recommend Nicole for a private reading. That's very sweet. Thank you, Shauna. And you're welcome, Kathy. Kathy said, thank you for all your help. All right, everyone. May you enjoy the rest of your day. May it go well. And may you have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.